Okay, and continuing the halachas of duchening, simin kuf, sif, hey. Yeah, so Halevi, Yotek is a maim al yidei kohanim, and the Levi is supposed to pour the water on the kohen's hands. Al shem shenemar v'gamas achecha mati Levi, hakari v'toch v'yilavo olach v'yisharsucha. Right, the Levi is supposed to service the kohen. V'mein sham Levi yitzek bechor petarechem. It should be a bechor who's a petarechem, meaning the firstborn. Shehu kadosh al yadai, because he's a kaddish. He's considered a kaddish, and he pours on the kohen's hands. In gam bechor if there's no bechor, the kohen should pour for himself. Yisrael should not pour. Halevi oya bechor asher yitzak mayim al kahanim. So a Levi or a bechor who's pouring the water onto kahanim, ein yadav nekiyas yeshli lirchatz yadav tchila. His hands are not clean. He should wash his hands first. Fine. Vav. Also, meaning you have to wash, the Levi should wash his hands, or the Kohen wash their hands first before they wash the Kohen's. Vav. Also, la'aletz l'duchen b'menolim. You're not allowed to go up to the duchen with shoes. This is one of the strangest, I'm not going to say strange, but interesting takanas. Why? Because his shoe might break on the way up to duchening, and he's going to bend down to fix it. And he's not gonna make it up to the duchen, and people are gonna think that he was a puzzle kohen, and that's why he didn't go up. So because of that, kohanim don't duchen shoes. Everybody thinks it's like this holy thing, like the base of mikdash. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with that. We're afraid that his shoes might break.
So in the base of mikdash, kohanim wore some type of footwear?
No, they did not. They didn't even wear socks. But
Right.
People think that this is the reason kohanim take off their shoes, like it's in the base of mikdash. No shaykhs.
Wow.
No, it's a fascinating thing, right?
Maybe he means going up to the bima, to go up. You don't wear your shoes.
What do you mean?
When you're walking up to the front of the front of the shul, there you shouldn't wear shoes. Maybe as opposed to on in front of the Aron Kodesh. Meaning on the way up, you're gonna touch your shoe, and then you're not gonna be able to go up. Meaning the reason why we do without shoes is the same because of the Kohanim in the base of Mikdash. But here it's telling you not even to go walk up to the front of the shul with shoes, no?
No, I don't think so.
He's not saying don't do the duchening without shoes. Saying
no,
walking
because
up
if
to the
that's
front.
the case, if you really want to be like a kohen, then you got to take off your socks, which I'll leave to Peretz to decide whether that's a good idea, right? Yeah. So because the kohanim didn't wear socks either. Okay. Anyways. And you should take off the shoes before Natilas Yadayim. It's good to hide the shoes under the benches. It's not covered at tzibur for people to see your shoes. Fine. When the shliach tzibur gets to ritzei, that's when the kohanim have to make their move. Right, that's when they have to start going up. That's why they should wash hands before that. With hands that are right to make a bracha. Even if they wash their hands after it, say once they started making their move, then it's not a problem. Right now, what happens if he makes his move but he doesn't get up there before it say? Right.
So now there's not 10. There might not be 10 people to answer Chazaras Hashatz because 5 people went out, Kohanim and Leviah.
You got right. So you got to be careful with that.
Now you have 5, 6. You could have 6 people left in there.
Right? It's a shuls where the Chazan waited, either because so many people left or
I'll tell you.
Same way.
Thank you. I'll tell you when we wait. In Shmini Atzeres, in Shayoshuv, there's a certain chazan who reads Chazaras Hashatz pretty fast. And he reads too fast.
In Shayoshuv? I never thought such a thing would happen.
Yeah. And that chazan reads sometimes too fast, and they has to wait for the Kehanim to make their way back into the base of to the base medrash. Yeah.
Wow.
So what? Yeah. So you do have sometimes you do have to wait. That chazan happens to be me, but I'll. But
You have to use your right foot, I would say, to go up, or it doesn't make a difference.
I would think so, but here's the thing: they're so makbid that all the kehanim they don't. I don't know why they're so makbid, because really the Shulchan Aruch says that as long as the kohen made his move, he does not have to be up there by v'sechazena inenu. As
No,
he
but
has up
full
until that
rum.
time
You want everybody to do it at the same time.
No. Of course they're going to do it at the same time, but we wait because we want them all up there by v'sechazena. Right, but really you don't have to be up there as long as he made his move towards the duchen, towards the front. That's enough. It's only if the guy was sleeping, then he said after it's saying, then he said, oh, I got to get up. Then that's too late. But once he makes his move, he's really okay.
Meaning he washed his hands and then he went to sleep?
It was a long line.
He washed
I don't
his
know.
hands, then he got to where it say he fell asleep?
Maybe.
I hear it's a
That's
long
the
time.
Hadas.
Depends how
It's a
slow
long
the chazan
davening.
is.
That's Hesach Hadas.
Yeah. Anyway, so okay, whatever it is, fine. When they go up to the duchen, they stand with their face facing the Aron Kodesh. They say the Maidim Rabbanan Matzibur. Achar Yiratz Mafanech Hashem Elokeinu Shetei Bracha Zu Shetzibisanu Levarach Esamcha Yisrael Bracha Shleima V'lo Yeh Ba Shum Michshol V'Avan Me'atov V'Yadolim. I don't know. Did the Kohanim say that? Naftali, you say that?
Rabbein Kalalim, he says that?
No, this Yehi Ratzon before you duchen.
Yes.
They say it. You know it by heart.
It. No.
When did they
and
say
then we
it?
also say after, and then we say it after.
No, I'm talking about this before.
I know, but we also they say this, and then we say after. We say it by whatever when you guys are saying after modem.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, that the tzibur should say amen also on the kohanim's tefillah. That's the way some places do it. Right, he says it in a loud voice. Right, but other places just somebody else says out kohanim. That's what we were saying before that you or in yesterday's. Whatever, what we learned earlier tonight, that's him calling the Kohanim to make the bracha. And then he says quietly, Am Kedushecha Ka'amor. Kohanim shouldn't say that. And then they turn around towards everybody. Aval hashliach tzibur lo yana amen. Mishum davi hefsek. The shliach tzibur does not answer amen because it's a hefsek. Masharim ba'ava hula afuke shema tzibur signing as a kayin. That comes to exclude if the tzibur hates the kayin. Haya kayin signing as a tzibur, or the kayin hates the tzibur. Lo yisas kapav. He should not duchen. Sakana he lo kayin yisas kapav. It's a sakana if the kayin duchens. Al kain yeshli lotzis mevisakreses. He should leave the shul. If there's only one kohen, he does it himself. Right? Why? Because the pasuk says emar lahem, which is plural. So it's only done by plural kohanim. Fine. Test. They pick up their hands opposite their shoulders and they extend them. Right? They split their fingers so there should be 5 spaces in between. There should be between the two fingers, right? There's 4 fingers and a thumb. So in between the two sets of fingers, there should be the space for 5 fingers. There should be at least airspace of 1. Same with the second hand. Those are 4 spaces of air. And between the thumb and the thumb, right? If they go like this, right? Hare chamisha avirim, that's 5 avirim, right? Meaning it doesn't have to be that it's 5 avirim in here. If you hold up your hands this way, this way, this way, you're going to have 5, right? It says that you're looking through the charakim, and there's hey charakim, right? Fine. That they have to make sure that the thumbs don't touch each other. You don't want to ruin the opening between them, right? Fine, whatever all this is. The right hand should be a little bit higher than the left hand.
Thumb should not touch.
Yeah, that's what the Kitzur is saying.
But then how do you make 5 spaces?
What?
And how do you make
That's
5
why,
spaces?
because if you have only one, if you put them together, then it's only one big space.
No, but the thumbs have to touch.
No, he's saying the thumb should not touch.
I have a book that says differently, but okay.
Okay, well, listen, are you Jewish? Yeah, you ever heard of machlokes?
Not that I've ever actually watched the Kohanim, but from what I hear, there's a lot of different stuff going on. There's people with their hands out to the sides. There's people with their hands together, elbows straight, elbows bent.
Yeah. I'd rather be the Yisrael, to be honest. Fine.
Well, when I watched, I thought I was.
There you go.
Back then.
Especially
after the daf that we're doing. Daf
yeah, that's for sure. The right hand is to be higher than the left hand. Gudel yamin al gudel small, and the right thumb should be on the left thumb. Uparsin kapayim, and you spread out their arms. Yitoy kapayim keneged haaretz v'achari yadayim keneged hashamayim. The back of the hands are facing the sky, and the bottom of their hands are facing the ground. Okay. Yud, this is why they cover, Naftali, they cover the Kahanim's hands so that nobody can make a macha on them what they're doing under there. That's all.
Don't worry, I like it too. This way nobody knows I'm doing it wrong.
Exactly. That's what I meant in nicer terms.
So between having them cover their hands and then saying if you watch them, you go blind, they're hedging their bets.
Exactly. They could take it easy.
Well, if you ever take a picture while they're doing it, they're all doing it differently. At least that's what I used to see.
There you go. Okay.
He's listening to that solar radio.
Yeah. They should not look around, and they should not be masiyach das. Their eyes should be looking down, like by davening. And the is mechamed to the bracha, and they should be facing the kohanim. But they should not stare at the kehanim. And the kehanim themselves shouldn't even look at their own hands. Right? It's mashma from here that the reason why the kehanim cover is not so that the people don't look at them. They're covering themselves so that they don't look at the people. Meaning the people cover their eyes so that they don't see the kehanim's hands. And the kehanim are covering. It's mashma like that from here. Right? And the minig is to cover the talis over the face, and to put their hands outside the talis. You hear that? That's the way the Kitzur says it. That we don't do that. Right? Because most cover their hands. And that's as a chashash, that because people might look. And the tzibur also puts the talis, shelo yistaklu. Right? So again, it's mashma from the Kitzur that the kehanim are covering not for the tzibur's sake. The tzibur is covering for not to look. Right? But they're not. But the kehanim are doing it so that they won't be distracted. Yeah. Okay, that's what we're up to, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
We make a siyum tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, Bez Hashem, we will make a siyum on Kitzur, because we start a new round on Isru Chag.
Yeah.
Isru Chag. All right.
In person, or we're doing it on Zoom?